Today's episode of Off the Timeline is titled Marcus Stroman, Short King, Big Legacy, the Alternate Hall of Fame Career of an Oakland Ace. Welcome back to Off the Timeline, where baseball history gets weird, wonderful, and widely speculative. Today's episode, it's a certified banger. We're diving into a baseball universe where Marcus Stroman wasn't drafted by the Toronto Blue Jays. Nope. In this world, he lands with the Oakland A's, and let's just say the league was not ready for the level of swagger that hit the Coliseum. We'll track Stroman's alternate Hall of Fame career from the very first pitch to his final glove flip in the late 2020s. Whether you're a Stromaniac, a war truther, or someone who spends unhealthy amount of time looking at advanced statistics, this episode is for you. So tighten your cleats, loosen your vibes, and let's throw strikes at the timeline. Chapter 1, 2012 draft class. The wheel lands in Oakland. Let's rewind to the 2012 MLB draft. In real life, Marcus Stroman goes 22nd overall to the Blue Jays. But in our timeline, we spin the wheel of randomness, beep, 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 and it lands on the Oakland A's pick at number 11. Instead of grabbing Addison Russell, the A's go full analytics meets attitude and take Stroman early. Why? Because Billy Beane sees a pitcher who can break bats and algorithms. This creates an instant domino effect. Russell slides to the Nationals. The Blue Jays reach for Lucas Sims. The Yankees panic draft Mitch Haniger. Somewhere in a New York front office, an intern is yelled at for suggesting a college pitcher who's only 5'8". Little do they know, that intern was actually right. Section 2. The Swagger Awakens. Stroman's Rise, 2012 to 2016. By 2014, Stroman makes his debut in Oakland. The Coliseum may be crumbling, but Stroman's confidence is indestructible. His sinker dives like crazy, and his glove flips makes fans forget there's a possum living behind section 134. In his first 3 seasons, Stroman puts up a 3.25 ERA, 8.7 K per 9, and racks up 12.5 WAR. By 2016, he's the undisputed ace. The A's sneak into the playoffs, and Stroman becomes a postseason folk hero. He strikes out Judge. He stares down Gary Sanchez. He tweets pinstripes don't by heart. And Yankee social media implodes like it's a 5-run blown lead in the Bronx. Section 3. Cy Stroman and the Era of Chaos, 2017 to 2019. In 2018, Stroman wins the AL Cy Young with a 21-5 record, 2.57 ERA, and a ridiculous 58% ground ball rate. His baseball savant page looks like a Christmas tree, except it's all red and terrifying. Post-game interviews, chef's kiss. I don't throw, I orchestrate. Analytics say I'm elite. Eye test says I'm art. He even creates a new rivalry with the Astros by calling them analytics robots with no sauce. Alex Bregman replies on Instagram with a Photoshop picture of Stroman holding a calculator. The beef begins. Meanwhile, in Colorado, Addison Russell calls Nolan Arenado mid and gets traded for the baseball equivalent of 3 broken air fryers. Bryce Harper, he just wants to eat Chipotle in peace. Section 4. The ALCS Banger Years, 2020 to 2021. In 2020's COVID-shortened season, Stroman carries the A's to the ALCS Bubble Series against the Yankees. Game 7, Texas Globe Life Field, it's Stroman versus Garrett Cole. A battle of vibes versus velocity. Stroman, 8 innings, 0 earned, 10 Ks. Coleman, 4.2 innings, 5 earned runs, 1 existential crisis. After the win, Stroman drops the mic. Tell hell I'm still cheaper than Cole. By 2021, Stroman has a 3.02 ERA and signs a 6-year, $168 million extension with Oakland, which is obviously the telling reason that this is not this universe, but some completely bizarro universe. Sports Illustrated calls him the soul of a team with no actual plumbing. Section 5. decline with dignity. Nah, decline with drama. 2022 to 2026. As Stroman enters his 30s, the stuff fades a little, but the drama does not. In 2022, he beefs with Shohei Ohtani fans by saying, I've been pitching and tweeting for years. In 2023, he calls MLB Network's Mark DeRosa the DeAndre Jordan of pitching analysis. In 2024, MLB finds him for too much post-strikeout dancing. He launches a counter-campaign hashtag Free the Vibes. Stats-wise, solid but mortal. ERA climbs to the low fours. WAR stabilizes around 2 to 3. Still dominates the Mariners for unknown cosmic reasons. He mentors Reggie Lockett, a 6'8 flamethrower, who treats Stroman like a pocket-sized Yoda. By 2026, he's a mid-rotation guy pitching with muscle memory and vibes. Section 6, The Wandering Years. In 2027, Stroman is no longer dominant. The glove flips are slower, the sinker has leveled out. He posts a 4.73 ERA. Still good enough for Oakland's rotation, but the whispers begin. By 2028, the A's decline his options, Stroman says. Still throwing 88 with purpose. He signs a minor league deal with the Marlins for the vibes. September 2029, one last MLB appearance. Faces Bryce Harper, gives up 2 home runs to him, and he has a bat flip so high it triggers alerts from NASA. Harper hugs him and says, You're never mid, just short. Section 7. Hall of Fame journey, the real debate. Stroman retires in 2030 with 190 wins, 60.3 WAR, 1 Cy Young, 10 postseason wins, endless drama and iconic moments. He becomes a media mogul with a podcast called Stromanomics, where he interviews ex-rivals like Bregman, Mitch Haniger, and a now unretired Nolan Arenado, who plays beer league softball in Tempe. Hall of Fame tracker, 2035, 51.2%. The debate begins. 2037, 61.4%. Gen Z voters arrive. 68.7% war tweet almost sinks them. 2040, 76.4% elected. And this university gets inducted with Paul Goldschmidt and Jose Ramirez. Section 8. Stroman's introduction speech, 2030's Vibe Edition. They said I was too short, too flashy, too loud. I say I was the most me player this game ever saw. And I'd do it all again with more emojis. He thanks his mom, City of Oakland, Bryce Harper, and the umpire who once told him to chill. His plaque reads, short in height, tall in presence, one of the fiercest competitors of his era. A's icon, Cy Young winner, known for swagger, postseason heroics, and redefining what an ace could be on and off the field. And that's it, folks. The timeline where Marcus Stroman becomes a Hall of Fame A's legend. Part stats, part swagger, all soul. If you enjoyed this trip through baseball chaos, hit that like button, subscribe, and leave a comment. Maybe even tell us which player you would want to see in an alternate timeline next. Stay weird, stay witty, and always respect the glove flip.